The red continues in the crypto market. So in this video, I want to get into some interesting comments from Cathie Wood as we look into Bitcoin. And this will be kind of the crypto news headline, the crypto breaking news, if you will, of the day that I want to break down for you guys right now in this video. So welcome back to the channel. I'm Mark. For those of you that are new here, if you can, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right down below. And also, if you all are watching on X, make sure to give me a follow on that platform as well. We do talk crypto each and every single day, and I appreciate you guys rocking with me as we get into kind of the news of the day. And that's where we're going to dive into the market overall. As we look at the crypto bubbles, we are still in the red. A lot of cryptos are seeing some green, but still nothing that has got us back to the levels that we were at since a couple days ago when the market crash continues. So let's talk about it. There are liquidations that are occurring, but the big storyline right now is what Cathie Wood said for me, and that's kind of what I wanted to share with you guys in this video. So let's get right into it. Always remember, not financial advice. Please be sure to do your own research and due diligence as we look into kind of what we're talking about. The deflationary boom as Bitcoin's price fell below 80K on the chart. So I want to talk about that, and to look at it even deeper, we are going to use BTCC to show you guys what's going on within Bitcoin. I'll leave this chart up for you guys as I talk, so that way you guys can follow along as we look at Bitcoin on the day. And you can kind of see, unfortunately, since the time period where in not so many words, we look in kind of where these, where the chart and how it's shaping up. That way you guys can see it better in real time, and we can track the chart as the video is going on. But we have fallen and given back basically all of these gains since the middle part of November of last year, where we were doing exceedingly well. Since that point in time, Bitcoin over 100,000 multiple times, and now we have been on a steady red decline dating back basically since February 20th, and that's exactly when I think the market the rug got pulled right from underneath us. And a lot of it going on right now, and this is kind of my perception as we are starting to wick up into the green, is that it's just something where a lot of traders are flighty. Every single day, Donald Trump is on X posting something macro that it's going to impact the economy. Just food for thought. Yesterday, he did an interview and mentioned the word recession. The NASDAQ had one of its lowest sell-offs or highest sell-offs that we've seen in the history of tracking. So that is something to keep in mind. I think that trickles down into crypto as we look at the fear and greed index sitting at, sub 20. It's a level that we haven't been at for quite some time. So a lot of crypto traders out there in the market are showing a lot of volatility and confirming what we have going. But I want to get into this by Cathie Wood. We're going to break down kind of what's going on. I'll leave up the BTCC chart, and that way you guys can follow along on what's going on with Bitcoin as we are talking. And it's something, guys, where if you do understand kind of, I guess you would say, I don't want to call it market manipulation. I hate using that word, but this is something where we're looking to kind of institutional demand and also kind of what's happening as Bitcoin looks to cause all tides to rise and fall. We need to talk about that as we've dropped below 80,000. But Cathie Wood predicting a turnaround of the market amid the sell-off trend that we are seeing. That's what we're going to talk about. Okay, so for those of you that do not know, Cathie Wood is the ARK Invest CEO, remaining optimistic in a post on X. This is where she is stating that she sees that the economic trends could bring a deflationary boom, all right? A very much a Bitcoin bull that has championed for a lot of digital investment strategies in the past. And you see this right now as the United States economy seemingly is nearing the end of a rolling recession, as they call it. I did mention Donald Trump's comments, and it is kind of funny because we had 2 negative quarters in GDP, and nobody wanted to say recession when Biden was in office, okay? Now, all of a sudden, we're not having negative consecutive quarters, and we're talking recession. So it is kind of funny how it doesn't work both ways, the double standard that there is within politics and major media. But that is what it is, guys. And as crypto traders, we got to be smarter as Bitcoin continues to trade sub 80,000 as I'm making this video currently, okay? But this is where she looks into sectors such as AI, blockchain, and biotech, looking to reshape the global market's approach to digital assets and traditional investments alike. And this is something where she's talking about the second half of this year could witness a rebound. This projection co-aligns with what we see with a more friendly approach to monetary policies, as well as that institutional demand supported by what we have going on with potentially lowering the interest rates, as well as we could have some stimulus that takes shape in the market, and also just kind of that, the whole ETF debate. The ETF chatter. We could talk even just custodial factors within kind of institutions being able to offer crypto. Okay. And that's kind of where Cathie Wood, doubling down on her prediction that Bitcoin will hit $1.5 million by 2030 in terms of a market price. However, within the present volatility that we see right here, right now, the trends and the technicals all kind of will strongly disagree with that approach. Okay. Also, we have seen a lot of liquidations across the board. There has been a lot of bearish negative sentiment. We have, like I talked about right now, we have struggled to maintain key support levels, not just within Bitcoin, but within all altcoins as well. And as Bitcoin continues to trend below 80,000, this is kind of where we look at Ethereum a little bit. Ethereum is 1850 on the charts. They've seen almost a 10% drop in the last 24 hours. It is interesting and kind of important to note that if you do back Donald Trump, and it's important to point out that World Liberty Financial as well as Donald Trump hold a crap load of Ethereum. So we have seen this across the board. It's not just Bitcoin. It's not just Ethereum. It's Solana, XRP. All of the top alts are seeing declines. And this is something where we've led to a lot of investor sell-offs. But a lot of people are not panicking. They are holding. And I think this is kind of where we lend towards the conversation. Will we see a market rebound? Okay. The biggest thing going for us right now is that the market is really oversold. And that's kind of where you see a lot of the inflows into Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs. Could that be the catalyst to drive the market rebound? Time will tell. Okay. Also, Michael Saylor doubling down on Bitcoin, not just Cathie Wood. Michael Saylor and MicroStrategy have talked about them wanting to add $21 billion to expand their total Bitcoin holdings. That's going to be important to monitor moving forward. But right now, the news of the day that I wanted to share with you guys is that X post from Cathie Wood, and I'll kind of pull it up for you guys on your screen as we get out of here. And this is exactly what it comes down to, guys. In her view, the market is discounting the last leg of a rolling recession, which will give the Trump administration and Powell Fed many more degrees of freedom than investors expect, setting up the U.S. economy for a deflationary boom in the second half of this year. So that's kind of where we're at. I think that a lot of crypto traders want to believe that. You can see the response from Altcoin Daily. They want to believe that as well. And I think right now, time will tell. What we have to do is continue to track the markets, stay up to date with what's going on with the relevant news, headlines, and bulletins. And this is definitely one as we get into the later part of the week. We'll see what happens. But right now, I do agree with the comments and the sentiment that Bitcoin and crypto as a whole is extremely oversold at this moment in time. So that's where I'm at. I'm echoing the sentiment from Cathie Wood. I think that that's something that does potentially have the ability to show true, but time will tell. And if anybody tells you they have a crystal ball and can predict the future and where Bitcoin's price will be at tomorrow, please give me their number, because that's something that I would love to have that information, because nobody really knows. And that's kind of what it comes down to. So with that, I'll leave you guys. Appreciate you guys sticking around for a couple minutes of your day to watch this crypto update. If you haven't done so already on X, make sure you follow me on that platform. Also, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below here on YouTube. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are in response to this tweet by Cathie Wood. And with that, I'll leave you. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you all in the next video. Cheers.